You're standing at a cold carousel under buzzing fluorescent lights, airport tannoy repeating gate changes behind you, and every suitcase that should be yours is circling past an empty section. Your phone buzzes with a text from the airline. Bag delayed. The kiosk clerk hands you a paper slip. The baggage tag number you thought you kept is smudged, and the overhead clock reads 10 minutes since your flight landed. That tight knot of annoyance and worry about clothes, medicine, and what the airline will actually pay is exactly what this is for. Start before you ever leave home.
If your flight happens to be canceled or delayed, Compensair will help you get compensation for the inconvenience and get your money back without wasting time on red tape. Get a refund for your canceled flight right.
Photograph your packed bag. Take a photo of the outside and a quick picture of what's inside, just one shot for proof, and keep digital copies of receipts for anything you pack that's valuable. If you fly often, save a template list of contents on your phone so you can quickly prove value. At the airport, your first job is to get a Property Irregularity Report, the PIR, at the airline's baggage desk. Show your boarding pass and bag claim stub, get a written PIR number, and ask the agent to email you a copy or write the reference clearly on your copy. If the desk is closed, use the airline app or the carrier's baggage hotline immediately, but still go back in person before you leave the terminal if you can. Why this paperwork matters. Airlines treat delayed bags like freight loss, and their internal process is driven by tracking numbers and receipts, not by your memory. Think of your luggage as a shipped parcel. The carrier needs a chain of custody to open a payment. That's why a quick, correctly filed PIR and dated receipts are the single most important things you can do. Document every expense you make because of the delay. Toiletries, a change of clothes, essential medication, and keep receipts. Note the time and place you bought it, and attach a brief note explaining why the purchase was necessary. Many airlines have a per-day allowance for necessities while your bag is delayed. Some call it an incidental allowance. Others reimburse reasonable expenses. Typical reimbursements start around $25, $75 per day for domestic US flights, and $50, $200 per day on international carriers. But those numbers vary widely, and the airline may cap the total. For serious losses or destroyed items, international rules under the Montreal Convention limit carrier liability to roughly $1,000 to $1,700 US equivalent, depending on exchange rates and the carrier's policies. A high-end maximum, not a guaranteed payout. If you have travel insurance or credit card baggage protection, call them right away. Many cards require you to file with the airline first, then with the card issuer. If you rely on a credit card, get the card's claim forms and note the deadline for submission. Keep copies of everything: PIR, boarding pass, bag tags, receipts, photos of what was in the bag, and your written claim. Many useful links can be found in the description. A practical timeline. File the PIR at the airport or within 24 hours when possible. Most carriers expect you to file a formal claim for delayed baggage within 21 days of delivery for checked baggage. Some require claims within shorter windows for compensation. If the bag is declared lost, often after 21 days, you move from delayed baggage reimbursement to lost baggage settlement, and the airline's maximum liability framework applies. Missing these deadlines is the single biggest way people lose money. Here's the cheapest, safest route to get money back. 1. File the PIR before you leave the airport. 2. Buy only essentials and save receipts. 3. Open the carrier's online claim form the same day and upload your PIR and receipts. 4. If the reply is a flat no, or an offer that's obviously low, escalate to the airline's customer relations address and copy any travel insurance provider or credit card claims office. 5. If you paid by card, check if your card provider gives primary or secondary baggage delay benefits. This can double your recovery options. A short mid-script TA. If you want checklists and a PIR template, like and subscribe, and I'll add them to the pinned comment. What airlines won't tell you. Some carriers advertise immediate compensation, but only for certain ticket classes or only as a coupon, not cash. Others say they'll reimburse reasonable expenses, but then only accept receipts from specific stores or cap per-item amounts. You can refuse a voucher and insist on monetary reimbursement. Put that request in writing to customer relations. Also, beware of booking sites and third-party baggage protection upsells. A lot of these sell redundant coverage you already have through your credit card or travel insurance. Always compare policy limits and deductibles before you buy. Worst-case numbers to keep in mind. Small essential expenses for a few days usually total under $200. Airlines often pay somewhere in that range for short delays. If your bag is truly lost, the airline's maximum payout under international rules can be in the low thousands, but expect long paperwork and a slow process, months in some cases, and the airline may depreciate items or deny high-value claims without receipts. If you miss a connecting meeting or a booked activity because you're waiting at the airport for your bag, the airline is unlikely to reimburse those intangible costs unless you bought specific trip interruption insurance. A concrete script to use at the desk. I need a property irregularity report for bag tag. Read the tag number. I'd like a printed copy and an email reference so I can file my claim and keep receipts for essentials. What is the PIR number? Please confirm the estimated delivery day for my bag. Say it calmly and firmly. If the agent offers a voucher, ask politely for the alternative. I prefer monetary reimbursement. Please note that on the PIR. Write down the agent's name and employee number if they'll give it. If the airline stalls or gives a low offer, escalate inside the carrier. Use the customer relations email, then their social media team. Public posts often get quicker attention. And finally, your credit card or travel insurer if you paid with a protected card. If you reach a dead end and the claim is worth several $100s, consider a small claims court claim. That's the nuclear option, but it works when documentation is solid. Hidden fee and upsell to watch for. Some airlines add a processing fee for paper claims or charge for copies of reports. This is negotiable. Another common trick is automatic priority baggage delivery offers at booking that promise faster handling, but often apply only at select airports. Don't buy it unless you checked the fine print. To refuse upsells, simply say, "No thanks, I decline the baggage protection," and proceed to file the PIR. Keep proof that you refused the add-on if they later try to charge you. Final practical checklist. 1. Photograph your bag and tag. 2. File the PIR before leaving the airport. 3. Save all receipts and take dated notes. 4. File the airline claim online with attachments within the airline's deadline. 5. Contact your credit card insurer and travel insurance. 6. Escalate if necessary with customer relations, social media, and small claims. If you do these steps, most delayed bag cases end with reimbursement for essentials and, in tougher cases, a larger settlement after paperwork. It takes persistence, but airlines pay when you prove costs and follow their process. If you found this useful, please hit like and subscribe. It helps me prioritize more checklists and sample emails. Thanks for watching, and remember, insist politely, get the PIR, keep every receipt, and file fast.
Please subscribe and like if you want more airport and baggage survival tips.